is on the air. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Cleveland Browns.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. Able to avoid him. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. And a former volunteer, it's Dylan Sampson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 26-yard line.
This is 2nd and 8. Stroud looking to throw. Over the middle, complete to Judy. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that will bring up 3rd and 1.
One down, only about 500 more to go this season. They would certainly welcome most of his passes this year going as well as that. Now that the first one is over, time to settle into a groove and begin the long journey towards Week 18 and hopefully the playoffs.
He lost 2, and it brings up 4. Well, so much for picking it up on the ground on 3rd down. 3rd play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here. If you're going to try to run the ball against us, it could be going throughout this game.
Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run supported. I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this one is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Arises on to punt here as he gets this one away. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
It's
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
2nd and 7. A shotgun snap to Stroud. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. As Stroud now to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. He goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
At the 44-yard line.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Sampson. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Chris Jones on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Throwing now is Stroud. They'll swing this out to Jenkins. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Oh, okay.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down, and he was able to get it by play. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
On the quick, right?
And they'll run the end around here with Judy. On this one, they may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw in that play with the loss. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
I like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss because this is an obvious passing situation, but instead they fooled them a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost and then a little bit more.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. Well, both teams kind of feeling each other out here. Now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
And 2nd down.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got it facing a second and long situation. To throw, it's Mahomes. Man open left side is Brown.
Mahomes pass.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Now here's Mahomes. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got one complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Chiefs.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
There's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Well, at that rate, picking up 3 yards a carry, you and I both know that doesn't cut it in this league and trying to get first downs unless you're playing 4-down football. Then that's a whole different situation, but I don't think that's what they're trying to do here. 3rd and 4, though, is still manageable.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
A 2-yard gain.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a first down here before he gets banged down to the turf pretty hard. So the drive will indeed continue. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
An 8-yard pickup. First down.
And it's straight. It's Pacheco. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlinesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. He's going to get that to his run back out of the backfield. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he just danced away from that one defender on his way to a gain of about 7 yards.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Two yards to go, 2nd down. A quick throw caught by Rice. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds.
A gain of 6.
6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Pacheco. And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Kansas City.
Isaiah Pacheco, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point by Bunker is on target. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
From 3. Harrison Bunker, the kickoff for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Bunker on to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Browns drive about to get started. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out and out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. The defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. Stroud completes this out wide. And it's a fumble. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead. And they will come back to the spot of the fumble.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Kenneth Murray coming in for that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7.
That's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
Hey, south. 18. Let's hurt.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Stroud. He'll take a shot for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Stroud. That is caught. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
We always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. The throwing again is Stroud. And will be intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out 2-20.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with a 7-3 lead, we'll see how aggressive they want to be. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds left.
to say surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And he'll be out right at the 35. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And some room to maneuver. Loose inside the 30. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And the officials here are going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in Week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And they'll get it in just short of the 45 at the 44. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Down the right sideline. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception returned for a touchdown. And this lead changes hands here in the 3rd quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback. And they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now Mahomes to try again after the pick six. And he'll get up near the 45 spot at the 44. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard.
I do think it's fair to say they were caught off guard a little bit when they decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
I I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 41 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On first down, they go back to Pacheco. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
A 38-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
Yellow.
A give right side for Pacheco. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Second and 9.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chiefs have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Butker on for the PAT. And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score. Chiefs 14. Browns 10. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
Here we go.
Stroud to throw it. And the Chiefs are going to get him. It was Leo Chanel who got in to drop him.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is fielded at the 27. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That's good.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Yellow.
Toss right side to Pacheco. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Chiefs are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Butker now to add the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Makes the score. Chiefs 21, Browns
10. The career is more at stake when you win your prime. That paper, baby, my face on the dotted line. I've been flying out of town for some peace of mind. It's like always, they just want a peace of mind. I've been focused on the future, never on right now. But I can book you either pink or brown. I'm the one that introduced you to the E right
Harrison
now.
Butker in a kickoff for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Browns' drive about to get started. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. 65 yards. And the Browns have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And he's got it to make this a 21-17 game.
Makes the score. Chiefs 21, Browns 17.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
Xavier Worthy on the return. The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here first and 10. Kirby Joseph there to drop it.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now, they've got to get things to the finish line. And that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Mahomes going to throw. They'll go screen here to Hunt. Finding room at midfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one goes for 30 yards.
That's why you call a screen. You want to catch a defense over-committing. Plenty of space available, and that matched up perfectly. What a convoy he got downfield to pick up big yardage on that play.
So a first and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now as they're down to the 29-yard line. Now Mahomes. Now the middle, and it's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. 5 yards, a good run there, and now second and goal. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or two if you have to. Just go down, in bounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats.
Pushing it in from a yard away. And the Chiefs get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
They just ran for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do, and you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Open man, that's Jaden Higgins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Jaden Higgins, 50 yards. And the Browns are back within a score. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
But he will not get in here. He stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Here's Pacheco headed right. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word and put it in bold. Here we go.
And the Kansas City Chiefs. First down. A gain of 9 yards. First down, Chiefs.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after
giving up the first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I can be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Kansas City.
Kareem Hunt, 26 yards. And the Chiefs add 6 to their lead. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the fourth quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Hey, uno more. Here we go.
Stroud. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, that is incomplete.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
Here's 2nd down.
Why, Tony? Here we go. 19 Texans.
Here's Stroud. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
South.
Now Stroud. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Stroud to throw it. That is incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Just over a minute to go in the football game. 2nd and 10. Here goes Stroud again. Completes the pass to Judy on the crossing pattern. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 32-yard line.
And the Browns.
Stroud looking to change the play.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
11.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Here comes 2nd down and 5.
It's a gain of 5.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
At the Chiefs' 27-yard line.
Throwing now is Stroud. And that's going to be incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now. A shotgun snap to Stroud. And this one dropped in the end zone. Oh, look touchdown, but not to be, and now it's fourth down.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
And incomplete on the deep ball. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. Mahomes down to a knee, and that should just about write a finish to this one.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Chiefs, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.